Good morning, Capricorn. This is going to be your Clow card reading. Yes, I'm in pajamas. I've got bedhead. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm trying to get these last two videos in. It's before Christmas tomorrow. I actually ordered these. I thought these were oracle cards, but they're turns out they're Clow cards, which are different than tarot and oracle cards. The energy is really nice. I've been using them for my videos all month, so they're, these anime cards from this anime series called Card Captor, and they are called Clow cards. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and pull some. Oops. All right. Okay. All right, so the first one that I have is the big. And basically the message that I'm getting with this card is go big or go home. Because it's like this energy of, like you have to do everything big. There's no gray area. Everything is all or nothing, black or white. There's no moderation with you, Capricorn. And the message that's coming through is that, sometimes it's all right to not do something, to just practice being, to just sit at home and relax and not be doing things all the time, because this is almost like a workaholic energy of feeling like you need to push and control to get anything done. And this is really depleting your energy. This is really taking a lot out of you right now. I'm sorry, it's a little dark in here. I've got all these lights on. So this is actually kind of taking away from like connections that you have with people, with your family, with loved ones. This need to succeed, this need to keep pushing. So, like I said, you're really being asked to kind of pull it back right now, and practice attracting instead of chasing. We have the cloud. And the first thing that came to me, when I got this card was like this mushroom cloud, this atomic energy of, like I said, this just go, go, go. And you're going to burn yourself out if you haven't already. And you need to really be careful too, because when you're not getting enough rest, enough downtime, this can really affect your immune system. And now more than ever, you want to really make sure that your immune system is optimized. Because like I said, it's like this atomic mushroom cloud of energy that's just go, go, go. And maybe, your loved ones are even asking you, to kind of spend more time at home. Maybe you've even dealt with sickness lately. And I'm here to tell you that if you have dealt with some type of sickness or some type of health concern lately, it is because of this energy of this going, this go, 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 this workaholic energy. And you're really being asked to kind of pull it back right now. All right, we have the watery. And this has to do with flow. Water flows. So you want to let things come to you naturally, like I said, instead of pushing. And, people are always asking me how to do this. Well, you have to get your mind straight to where you understand that everything is energy, including us. Money is energy. And really let it come to you. You have to focus your thinking and focus your energy on what you want instead of what you don't want. Let's say there's two different outcomes. There's always several different outcomes, but let's just take two different outcomes, A and B. And you really want A, but you're like, I would take B. B wouldn't be so bad. Oh, and we'll throw C in there, but I don't want C at all. So maybe you spend like your whole day saying, okay, God, I really, like I said, B would be all right, but please don't let it be C. Please don't let it be C. God, what would I do if C happened? Well, what do you think is going to happen? Because whatever you focus your energy on will be, and whatever you prepare for is what you will manifest. So you're really being asked to focus on, A, and, don't waver from that. Don't try to come up with any type of backup plan or consolation plan or preparedness plan. Just really focus on what you want and let that energy flow. We have Sakura. She's a little girl from Card Captor. There's actually no message on this card. It's just her. But you'll notice she has the sun and the moon here, and she also has a sword. And so basically, with this moon energy, we've had a lot going on, with the moon lately. With stellar, with the planets at night and stuff. And this energy has been really, really powerful. And if you work with this universal energy when it comes in, and how do you work with the energy? Well, what you do is you use it to face your shadow side, because the moon is all about the shadow. And the shadow side is a part of you that is not in your consciousness, that's not in your awareness. That's that shit that plays in the background, that makes you do things that you've always done and you don't know why. So you're really being asked to look at like those patterns and those cycles that you've been in, and really take a look at them. I know, for myself, I've really faced myself a lot, especially over the past couple months. I was like, wow, and I kept trying to kind of change things about myself. I was like, I don't like the way I do this. I don't like this. I don't like that. I need to change it. Well, basically what happened was I was like, you know what? I understand why I'm this way. I understand why I do these things. And you know what? I accept it. It's just how I am. And acceptance is self-love, and acceptance will help you too. Because, once you're not, kind of resisting those things anymore, you accept them and you embrace them. Guess what? That's when real change takes place. And so that is the energy that I'm getting with this card is real change comes from acceptance instead of resistance, and that is self-love. All right, we have the time. And so I feel like this kind of is going along with this burnout energy of feeling like you don't have enough time, that you need to get things done now, right now, and just always kind of being in a hurry and feeling like you don't have enough time. Well, time is an illusion. There is no time. Time is a man-made construct used to basically measure energy, because it's nothing more than energy. You can be on a shitty timeline, okay, and be like, man, I just really hate this. I got this going on, I got that going on, and I just really hate this. But if you, accept it and you don't resist it, and you're like, okay, yeah, I don't like where I'm at right now, but I realize there's magic in here somewhere, and I'm going to look for it. I'm going to look for that magical nugget, and I'm going to accept it. I'm not going to resist it. I'm going to focus my energy on A instead of B, C, D, E, F, whatever it is. Instead of this particular situation here, I'm going to focus on what I want. then instantly, you know what? You've shifted to a new timeline, not time, but a new energetic timeline, to where you have other situations that are better than the first. Now, okay, this is why, so many ascended masters will tell you that the only moment that's real is now. Okay, so you've done this energetic work. You've focused on what you want instead of what you don't want. So now you're on this brand new timeline, okay, this brand new simulation. Now, if you sit here and you start focusing on what has happened before and you're just really still focused on it, guess what? You're still there. Or if you're focused on, man, I just want to be somewhere else other than here, then you're still not present because you're too focused in the future. So then you have all this anxiety about time. So you really need to be really present in the now, because that is where we create at. Okay, we have the earthy. Now you could be involved. Now, we have the watery. You could be involved with a water sign. We have the earthy. You could be involved with an earth sign. I want to throw that out there. But I feel like this has to do with grounding yourself. Yes, ascension is an amazing thing, especially when you start realizing, man, there's more to the universe than I ever thought there was. And it's so exciting. You just want to tell everybody about it. And that's wonderful, because I do the same thing, because I'm just like, man, I just want to, spread the good news. But at the same time, you have to ground yourself. You have to ground yourself in the present moment. Kind of get your head out of the clouds for a minute. Really, I know when it's warm outside, I'll go outside and I'll walk barefoot, on the grass to kind of ground myself. Music can be grounding. Taking a walk out in nature can be very grounding. I know I'll take a bath. I'll put some Epsom salts in the bath water. This is very grounding for me. Meditation is very grounding, to really bring you back to this present moment. So that you're not worried about what is not happening right now, because like I said, this is where we create at. And in order to be able to create the highest possible timeline, you have to be present. And sometimes I'll even turn my music off when I'm driving. I know, it's wonderful to be able to listen to music when you're driving, but I find myself listening to the music and not really paying attention to the road a lot of times. So to kind of pull it back a litof bit, I'll turn off the music so I can be totally focused, on what's going on. I'll look around me, kind of look up at the sky, see the clouds, and when I go outside to the car, I'll kind of look around, see what the weather's like, make sure I watch where I'm walking. This is all part of presence, is whatever it is you're doing, giving it your 100% attention. That is how you really ground yourself in the present moment. All right, the float. We have the float and we have the sleep. So basically what I'm getting with this is that, like lucid dreaming, somebody's been having a lot of dreams lately. When you have slept because you've been, doing all these things, but you're really being asked to sleep more. But it's like when you do sleep, you fall into this really, really deep sleep, kind of floating, almost like this astral projection type energy. I feel like somebody's really been kind of transcending their body and really having these multi-dimensional experiences. I may be using psychedelics. I love psychedelics. Weed even, all these things, and I'm not taking away from them because they're wonderful, and they do really help you to, connect to other dimensions. But make sure that whatever it is that you are learning on these experiences, even in these dreams, make sure you're bringing it back with you. And make sure you're grounding it into your presence, because there's really no point of having these, other dimensional experiences if you don't apply it to the here and now. your earth reality, your physical reality, and really ground it into your physical experience. But yes, you're definitely being asked to get more sleep. Especially if you've been dealing with like maybe headaches, or I'm getting for someone maybe high blood pressure. You really want to rest, because it's really important, because that's when your body rejuvenates itself. That's when it resets itself. So really do this, and you'll have some messages, some universal messages in your sleep, like I was saying. The arrow. I'm sensing this masculine energy with this card. Really stepping into your masculine energy. Masculine energy is all about, getting things done. But the masculine energy has been really doing a lot of healing this year. And that means incorporating, because each and every one of us have that feminine and masculine energy. In order to really be in balance, you have to incorporate, this female energy, this feminine energy as well, which is, where's it at? Watery, which is really getting in touch with your emotions, not just anger, because oftentimes when people are really getting in touch with their emotions and they're really feeling very deeply, a lot of times that'll come out as anger, especially for men, anger or impatience, avoidance. So you're really being asked to really kind of go deep, figure out where these emotions are coming from, without blame, because nobody else is responsible for our emotions but us. And emotions are like almost Pavlovian conditioned responses, because we wouldn't know how to feel or react to things if we had not already felt a way before. So when you have a situation that comes up that's similar to something that you've had in the past, bam, it's like that Pavlovian conditioned response. Okay, I feel the same way about this. So you're really being asked to look at that, because feelings are nothing more than, like I said, conditioned responses, and they are responses to your thoughts. So get your thoughts in order, and you will be able to manage your emotions better. We have the loop. And so with the loop, this was kind of what I was picking up on, those conditioned responses, and kind of being stuck in a cycle where you respond the same way over and over again to situations. So this is really a part of changing your mindset and releasing things that no longer serve you. Has this particular response served you in the past? That, every time you have this trigger, that you respond the same way. And I'm sensing for some of you, it's anger. Like maybe something really angers you, somebody will trigger you, and you immediately just, and this is a conditioned response. And people can condition us as well. Our parents have conditioned us, society has conditioned us that we should act a certain way. And like I said, I really feel like this has to do with masculine energy, especially the men watching this. So really look at ways that you've been stuck in this loop. It's almost like Groundhog Day. We get stuck in this time loop that, where we do the same thing over and over and over again. So switch it up a little bit, change it up, because there's a lot of stagnancy, with this loop. All right, we have the mist. The mist. So, I have like this fog image, this misty fog of not being able to see clearly. There's something you're not seeing clearly right now that, has, your spirit guides, your angels, your higher self has been trying to let you know in your sleep by sending you messages. So really pay attention to that, because like I said, it's something that you're not seeing clearly. And it also has to do with this loop. And really facing yourself, facing that shadow side, that moon energy that, I had picked up on here, and bringing it into the light, because, and then we also have this star here. We just had that Bethlehem star, the other night, kind of leading, kind of lighting the way, kind of leading the way. Whenever I think about the Bethlehem star, I think about, the wise men. So like I said, your, spirit guides, your inner guidance, your divine team want you to really pay attention to the signs around you. And they want you to take, any type of situation that you've been dealing with, and they want you to look at it differently with fresh eyes, possibly after a good night's sleep. All right, Capricorn, this is your reading. If you would like to have this is a general reading. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, they are $30. I'll include my email address in the description of the video. Thank you for watching.